first movie begins with singing popcorn and shit, being interrupted by a death metal band singing about if they see me pirating this movie, they will break into my house and tear my wife in half. And this movie begins with serious drama that you know just like it's not real. You know that what's you're being shown in this movie isn't real, and then it cuts to more serious drama where there are no jokes. I know literally nobody cares because I saw zero online discussion about it. Like I saw a bunch of hype for the movie when it was coming out. And then it came out and no one mentioned a single fucking thing because it sucked so bad. And I've written like a whole ass paragraph as to why this movie sucked so bad, and I'm gonna fucking talk about it, and I know nobody cares. Okay, no, listen. Listen, I just found the fucking script I wrote 2 years ago. I wrote it 2 years. Okay, 2 years ago, I watched. 2 years ago. I watched the second AQTHF Force movie entitled Plantasm. Or something. Plantasm? I don't remember. 4 pages. 4 pages of me typing in my notes my opinions on the AQTHF Force sequel. Why did I do that? I'm gonna read. Okay, this first sentence. I'm just gonna read what I wrote. Like word for word, and then I'm just gonna like skim through the rest of it. But I wrote. Okay, hang on. Written 2 years ago when I was very stoned. I was very depressed. This is what I wrote. I was very depressed and sad. But luckily, I had all 14 seasons of AQTHF Force and the 2 movies to get me through it. First movie, a fucking mind-blowing masterpiece of comedy and writing. It's what movie based on a series should be. Oh, it's what a movie based on a series should be. A longer episode of the show. I still agree with that. That's so true. My movie number 2. Oh, it's called Plantasm. Because for no reason at all, the plot revolves around plants. The first movie was titled AQTHF Force: movie film for theaters. You already know what you're getting, even if you're not a fan of the show. The title itself is AQTHF Force: movie film for theaters. You know what that is. Plantasm, that's not even clever. It's not even, like, it just sounds like a normal movie. And it, okay. No, we'll get back to it. It's like, it feels like this, like a script for a movie was, like, pulled out of the trash. And then they just wrote AQTHF Force on it. Like, they were just like, oh, this movie's okay. And they just put the AQTHF Force characters in a movie that's not a movie about them. It's about Amazon. It's a movie about Amazon. The company, Amazon. Jeff Bezos is the villain. I sound so stupid. Like, who cares? I sound so fucking stupid right now. But, like, it's so... No, it's weird. It's weird. The first movie was called... movie film for theaters. The main characters have nothing to do with the plot. They're just there. It's a movie about Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Why? And pollution. It's a movie literally about pollution. Like, we're meant to care about, like... like, it's the Lorax. You're meant to go out of the movie. You're meant to leave the movie and be like, oh, I should recycle. Okay, well, what does recycling have to do with the Aqua Teens? It's meant to be nonsensical, but it's not. They made it about pollution and Jeff Bezos and Amazon. It doesn't even open with a joke. It opens with like this like 30-minute sequence where nothing happens. They're like in a spaceship. I keep waiting for like the joke to start, and then there's never a joke. And then whenever and then when Meatwad gets introduced, I realized this is meant to be serious, and I'm meant to be taking this serious. Meatwad gets introduced. I realized this was something truly awful. And now I know why nobody ever talks about the second movie. Because why are you introducing a character named Meatwad? And it's meant to make me feel sad. And it doesn't. It makes me hate the fact that I'm still watching the movie. Okay, wait. Meatwad. Meatwad's fucking homeless. Meatwad's fucking homeless, and so is Shake. It's so weird. Why are they homeless? Like, I know why they're homeless, but like, why? And it's not even like a joke. It's like, it's literally just straight drama. It's meant to make you sad. Like, it's a sad situation. You're meant to watch Meatwad and Shake be homeless and feel bad for them. Aww. Why is it not even a joke? It's so bizarre. It's so weird. I fucking hate it. Okay, what's so weird is that in the opening of the movie, it's literally just like, it's the characters fighting in space, and they're like fighting these clones, and you know it's not real. You know it's like a dream or like a story or something. This setup, the punchline of this setup is that Shake is sad in a soup kitchen and lying to the other homeless people about his life. And it's not funny. If it was like a funny joke, it would be fine, but it's not a funny joke. I could barely even pay attention to it. Like, my mind was turning off because of my lack of like caring. Unless the entire movie, unless the entire movie itself is some kind of meta joke, there's no redeeming qualities. And I actually, immediately after I watched it, I forgot that the movie even existed. I forgot that it was real. I forgot that that was something that I watched. Which is probably why nobody was talking about this movie after it came out. Everyone was like, oh, holy shit, we're getting another Hunger Force movie. And then that's where the discussion ended. Like, what audience was this made for? Because it wasn't made for fans of the show. It wasn't made for people who use Amazon. It's so weird. Who was this made for? Why was it made? Amazon comes into it because Frylock works at Amazon. Frylock works at Amazon. The Fryman. His boss is Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos wants Frylock to make him taller. Jeff Bezos wants a taller clone of himself. Because get it, he's short. Is he short? Is he even a short person in real life? I don't know. I need to take a break. Okay, so all of the Amazon workers in the movie are slaves. It's not like a metaphor. It's not like, oh, well, they're being abused. No, they're slaves. It's political commentary. It's commentary on today's society. This AQTHF Hunger Force movie, created by Adult Swim, is commentary on modern day society. It's commentary on pollution by Amazon pollution. I can't get high and watch this. All the Amazon workers are all slaves powered by this drug. They're being controlled by this love drug. It's treated like everything else in this movie with like 100% seriousness. There's no jokes. It's just slaves working for Amazon being controlled by drugs. I don't want to see reality on TV. Some shit happens, and the clones want creatures to replace the slave workers when they start unionizing. So, well, now it's commentary on AI. The clones make these plant creatures to replace the slave workers because the slaves have started unionizing. This whole thing has nothing to do with the main characters. The main plot of this movie, it doesn't even involve them. They're not even there. They're just sad and homeless somewhere else. Like, okay, wait, stop. I wrote Shake created this machine, but I think Frylock created this machine, but Amazon just would have done something similar without them. They didn't need him. Like, he didn't have to be there for this plot to go down. They steal this thing that Jeff calls his llama dolly, which is like a pun on the Dalai Lama. But it's like meant to be a joke, but it's so annoyingly confusing. Because why? Who wrote this? I feel like AI wrote this and no human second guessed it. Okay, so they go to the moon. They go to the moon, so that's usual hijinks. They go to the moon. And then there's the Moonanite scene, and the two characters carrying this movie appear. And I'm starting to fall asleep, and there's nothing keeping me awake at this point. Like, my eyes are closed. I had to change my shirt because I feel like the last shirt made me look like Chris Chan, and I can't look like Chris Chan while I'm talking about a cartoon movie. Like, I already have small arms and a big torso, so why is the torso part too big and then the arms are too small? Because who's built like that? I'll remember you. Will you remember me? Carl, Shake, and Meatwad are just sporadically shown fighting the plant monsters, but there's no jokes here. They're just fighting the monsters for a really long time, and this is meant to be like the down point of the movie. I don't remember what happens next. Like, okay, I think the moon blocks this. The moon blocks the sun. It's like Plant vs. Zombies, I think. I think there are plant monsters, zombies. The cardboard boxes disintegrate. I'm remembering the cardboard boxes disintegrate. The Amazon cardboard boxes disintegrate in the rain, and then they're made out of seeds, which turn into these plant monsters, which something. I don't remember. The moon blocks the sun, freezes everybody, the movie ends, the end, go home. I gained nothing, I learned nothing along with the characters. If you wanted to erase all the scenes with the main characters, it would still be a coherent movie with a boring, drawn-out plot. You would get the same movie if you didn't see any of the three main characters and Carl. I think Carl is a main character, but he's not like a part of the team, you know what I mean? They do nothing, but like they exist in this other movie that's going on about Amazon and Jeff Bezos and plant monsters and pollution and overconsumption and Amazon workers unionizing and commentary, satire. Okay, no, like I know that there are episodes of the show where the characters are just existing in other people's story. Like, oh no, there's a wacky character on our lawn. What will we do about it? And that's the whole plot. I understand that. They like, and it's, how they react to the situation is comedic because it's like, oh, there's a funny character on our lawn. We have to act comedic in response to it. But this movie has none of that. It's all just serious and serious. Nothing in the story happens because of any of the main characters. It's about Jeff Bezos. I remember thinking the first half of the movie was a joke. I'm pretty sure this movie is 2 hours long, and for the first hour or so, I thought this movie was a joke because it was so serious. But then there's that bit where the Moonanites interrupted, and I thought, thank God, this movie is a joke. And they really had me going there, and these Moonanites are going to interrupt and be like, oh, here's something else. But no, that doesn't happen. The movie continues, and I'm confused and sad. I know for a fact, okay, so like the Moonanites aren't even a part of the plot, I'm pretty sure. They just like show up in these tiny little segments all on their own. And I'm 100% certain the only reason they do that is because the test audience for this movie was getting bored. Like they were falling asleep. And so like every 20-30 minutes or so, the Moonanites have to interrupt the movie and be like, fuck you, we're the fucking Moonanites. Anyway, nothing is a joke. And all of a sudden you're meant to care about the plot. Thank you, the end.